Dollar Shave Club. Epic razors, epically affordable.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Pickle This podcast. It's been a long time since we had my friend, or a guest for that matter, inside of this house. I'm sorry I've been slacking so much on getting my SHIT stuff together, but now is the time to do something like this, and what a better way to do this thing with my friend here who what was our last episode? It's actually been a year, you know?
Long overdue.
So I looked on my my YouTube thing, and then our last episode was August 15th of last year. Yeah.
Well over a year.
So what do we explain to the public of that? I don't know. We're just so busy at doing stuff.
Just life? Maybe
just life in general. Not a bad thing, you know? No. Just deal with life. Like I just get lazy with doing all of this editing stuff and pickleball and that's it.
How much tournaments have there been since that time, right?
That we all have been doing as a collective group. There's been a handful, but I feel like everything's been happening now. Congratulations to you, by the way, because you've been like killing the past 3. Oh no, you medaled for 3. So the last one that was, let's start off with like tournaments, I guess. So like the one previous towards this was the, oh no, let's go before that, because Gage did like a test run tournament at K Lagoon.
Yeah.
And that was the most recent, that was the beginning of like tournament stuff. He did a great job, by the way, so good job, Gage. I can that whole tournament on specific course has been streamed on this channel. You can look on the link somewhere over there. After that, there was the Evo Mexico tournament that you played
with Pickle.
Yeah. The 4-0 tournament. You guys took that one. How, like, you guys wanna walk through anything what happened with that one?
Well, we can start with the Kehi one, if anything. So Gage, that was like a buy-in tournament too, right? Right? Like maybe like $5-10 per team or something.
Yeah.
And then what did he do? He made like a random team or whatever. Who was my partner? My partner was Devin.
Yeah.
Davin.
Oh yeah, Devin. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had a great run. The tournament for the weather part was okay. It only rained for maybe like the first 30 minutes or whatever, and then I think the last match we had, it was against Josh and his partner, my brother Josh and his partner, and I think so Josh and his partner took gold, and then so we took silver, second place, got our money back or whatever. But that tournament, he wants to do another tournament too, right?
Yeah. And I didn't get to play that one only because like I wanted to like figure out this whole streaming software. Like, there was no way of me doing 2 things at once, which I think I felt like I did okay during that time. I do want to, however, maybe do like another court, bring someone on with me to do like commentary, or just me like take over streaming and have like 2 other people at another station doing commentary and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that whole tournament is on your channel too, right? There's like 2 segments.
There's like the pool play and then like the finals, because I only had enough equipment to do on one court and to see if I could figure out.
You only recorded one court at a time, so but still, like, just with everything with like the breaks and everything was kind of fluid. The audio was okay too, right? The audio was good when you were recording.
Picked up some random hot mic moments, so I had to edit some of that stuff out. Like, wow, UK people are rowdy, I swear. I thought I was bad, but cheese and rice. Yeah. Well, yeah, I felt like it was good. Try to like tie in like commercials here and there and stuff like that, just to make like.
But that was a good tournament, at least for like future stuff for you to do too, right? Because you said like that was the first one you did. That was like from the beginning. You weren't playing. You were focusing on like transitions, like break times and all that. You did like live scoring too. That's tough to do. That's tough to do when everybody else is in the back talking in your ear and everything. So, but yeah. So
what you doing?
Yeah. So kudos to Gage. That was a great tournament. I think he said he's gonna put another one out. I'm not sure when he wants to do it, but he wants to tailor it to all us guard guys, right? Because
He should do.
he's trying to make something to work around our schedule. Yeah, because with us guard guys, we kind of not available for most of the tournament.
Yeah.
At least 1 week in a month, we're out of it. So, and then you were talking about the second tournament, Mexico. I think I played with.
Pickle.
Yeah. So, after that tournament, we did the K2, right?
Yeah.
So we did a K2.
Yeah.
That didn't fall in a National Guard weekend drill month.
Yeah.
I went with you. We were the only one that entered 4-5, right?
No. Oh, for singles.
Yeah. No, for doubles. For doubles.
No, I thought like Mike them was all 4-5s too.
No. This is after. Remember? After that one, we did a K2. Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So we did a
okay,
K2.
I totally forgot about that one.
So only, what? Yeah, it was just you and I.
Yeah.
We were the only 4-5s, and then the court. What was her name? Lori.
Yeah.
So she reached out to you and said if we're okay with playing 4-0.
Yeah.
Which of course we are. We just want to play, right?
Yeah.
We just want to get different swings and everything. So we dropped onto the 4-0. And I'm not sure how much teams there were, but we played a total of 7 games. So maybe there were 8 teams.
That was a lot.
It was 8 teams. Right? It
Yeah,
had to have
around there, yeah.
So we played a total of maybe 7 games.
Yeah.
We lost 2, and then we won 5, right?
Yeah.
So we lost the first game against a little bit older guys. They just had our number. I know we made some mistakes and whatnot, and then we lost to the guys that went undefeated. I forgot their names.
That was jeez.
Yeah.
That one.
And then,
When was that tournament? Month.
I don't know. I think it was July.
July or August, maybe.
It had to have been August, I think.
Okay, because the drill weekend didn't.
Right.
Okay.
So right when we came back, and then so we went 2-5. That tournament was kind of off the bat. They said we weren't gonna medal. What? They didn't tell us to after, right?
No, she emailed. I got an email from her saying, "It was like, oh, you're not gonna be eligible for like, what is medaling or anything? Yeah, like being
because we dropped down to the 4-0 or whatever.
Oh, it wasn't even that. We're still registered as 4-5. We're just being in the pool with the 4-0, but we're just not. We're just omitted from like pool play or whatever, which." I think I disagree with that thing because, like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a 4-5. I just want to register high just to see where I'm at, like, skill-wise. And then, like, I was like, oh, you're not being allowed to medal, but like, our victories are going against the people in the 4-0, seems like.
No, it didn't, I think.
It didn't? Oh, okay.
I think we were just a glitch in the matrix, that whole tournament.
We were just there to breathe air.
I think so, because I think outright we would have had the silver because we lost to the guys that
won gold.
Yeah, and they went undefeated.
Yeah.
And even that game, I think we took them to it went to Deuce.
Went to Deuce twice at least, I think. Yeah.
So that was a good game. But kudos to them.
You're about to say Coolios, right?
Yeah, that was a good experience, at least for us. Because Zach and I we haven't won anything 4-0 yet, right?
No.
We just went straight to 4-5 just to see different swings out there. We play enough rec ball here and there just to see where we're at, and so that one we were just kind of ambitious and we went for the 4-5, and outright we would have had the silver, but we didn't. We were just a glitch in the matrix. I don't know. I don't know if any of our games mattered
to the other.
Yeah, to the other teams that played. But still, it was good fun. That was a great tournament to play, at least for me and you. At least I went home. I was like, hey, we have silver.
Speaking of that tournament, that last upload I did it with like us like down like what 9-2 or something like that.
Who's those kids? The Wailua kids.
Yeah, Branson and Kai. Like like that was like peak.
And that was our last game.
Last game was like peak heat. Like I don't know. Like I was like barely there, and then like
I think I was off. I was off alive. It was like maybe 8-1, maybe.
It was It was
bad,
like, oh, this is not gonna end well. And then we got the switch, and we came back. I was like, oh wow, found something.
Well, I think the thing with me and you, like from behind, like we're never. I don't ever feel like we're out Because that's the thing with
Yeah.
pickleball, right?
Yeah.
It's a game
down
of
but not
runs.
out. We're down but
Yeah.
not out. Yeah.
Game of runs, and then
Yeah.
we crawled back, and then even that game went to deuce, I think, right? I think that game went to deuce also.
With Kai and Branson.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I think.
Yeah. And that was the
Yeah.
last game.
Yeah.
And I think for me and him, the whole time I was playing, I was like, okay, we have the silver, but not knowing that what Laurie, the coordinator, had told Zach that we weren't medaling on the court. Okay, it was off. So I had my paddle and everything. I was gonna go up there.
Oh,
yes, I did.
Are you serious?
I went up there. Like, okay, we're gonna get silver because we won. Everybody else, we only had 2 losses, and I know we beat. Yeah,
we're good.
We beat.
We
we
get
beat
something.
Mike. And I'm like, oh, we didn't get caught up. But like, oh,
yeah.
he told me after the fact, I believe.
Oh,
like,
damn.
oh,
yeah.
So that kind of hurt a bit. Okay, yeah. So
Cut to our recent K2 tournament. Well, wasn't bad, but so like our recent one was, is it this month? First week of October that we just played?
Yeah.
Yeah. So same situation where your work's weekend schedule didn't fall into the K2 at Mauna Loa High School.
Mm-hmm.
However, we registered for multiple divisions. We did the men's singles.
Wow.
And then we did the men's doubles. We did the men's doubles 4-5. We did the men's singles. However, same situation with you. You were the only one registered 4-5.
Yeah.
I registered 4-0 just because I never played singles tournament ever. Same situation happened to you where it's like, okay, we got 3 4-0s.
Yeah.
You're the 4-5. You're just playing just to play. You're just a buffer in this one.
Yeah. So in the email, Laurie, she said, if I'm okay with playing 4-0, and I was like, well, yeah, I can. If it's only, the 4 of us, yes, I'll drop down to 4-0. But I didn't know I was forfeiting any type of.
Oh, there was no disclaimer.
No.
Oh,
there wasn't. So but I was very ambitious because I never played singles before too, but I just want to test myself. So I went up there 4-5, and then I knew you were in the 4-0 bracket, and there was 2 other names I didn't know, so it was just the 4 of us. So I said yes. Anyways, we go over there, and then I think the whole first round was maybe kind of shot because it was kind of wet.
Like first 2-3 games were just rainy and
the courts were very kind of slippery.
It was bad.
So we couldn't really dig in with all our shots and whatnot. But I think the first game I played against you too, right?
Of course that would happen.
And that went a long time. I think we were like the last ones to come off. Before everybody started.
Because we kind of stopped because it rained midpoint when we were switching, and it was like
we were like 7-8 or 8-7 or something.
I mean, just serve the ball.
So that was the first game, and then everybody was just trying to do their part, draw up the court, wait for the drizzle to stop, and then but to fast forward, yes, as a 4-5, I went all the way up to my 5th game. I did not lose, and then Laurie came up to me and she's like, "Oh, I don't know if I told you in the email, but you're not gonna medal in this." And I was like, "Wow, like this was like the hard. Like, all 5 games were very hard until that last game, and But anyway, so the last game, I went hard in the beginning, and then once the game was starting to get close, I'm gonna save my energy for tomorrow or whatever. So, and I think the first game
so you're saying like this was like before your last match? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, right before my last match.
So that's when that kind of changes your perspective on everything. Yeah, it's like okay, why even like give my all right now? Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you.
And I think going in, I kind of did the math already because that last match, the first game I played against that guy Armin, I won him 9-1. Yeah. So they cut the game for 11-9 also
because of the rain and we waited. We had to wait for like 30 to 45 minutes just for everything to dry and just for everything to be on time because there was lower divisions coming after us. Yeah. It's like okay, we can remedy this by playing till 9 and but I felt like that kind of messed with me too, like in a sense.
So I think that last game against Armin, I think I went up 4-0, and then I was like, okay, I beat him 9-1. If he wins against me, like I would have had it anyways, right? So I just kind of let off the gas, and then he ended up winning that last one. And then I was thinking, maybe like I don't know, like if I was just a glitch in the matrix, if I would have let you win the 2 matches against me, if you would have had the gold or whatnot. But Lori said it didn't even matter. It didn't. I was just there to play, and the games that even the opponents played against me did not even matter. But I did feel good. It was good. But granted, I entered at 4 or 5, but it was a small pool, right? This is our first singles tournament, I think.
Yeah.
For you and me, and we never met
the other two.
Who's the bronze? Who, like Spencer and
and Armin was
And Armin was the older guy. Yeah. He took the gold, but he was very good.
He was.
I thought he was very good for his age. Great shots, could move well. But yeah.
So the next singles tournament that I'm gonna enter, and if he does play, I'm gonna learn a few French phrases by then because he is French. Not derogatory ones. I just want to just throw him off, and it's like, oh, good game,
Armin.
Mon plaisir.
He lives on
Lanai.
Lanai,
yeah.
neighbor island for the past 22 for the past 22 years, and but yeah, he was satisfied with the games. He's just looking for a bunch of games with everybody on the island when he does visit, and he visits often. So he was talking to us and everything, but yeah. For an older guy, he could move well, but his shots was very sharp.
That guy could rip. Yeah. He had some rip shots.
What was your scores against him? Cause we could barely watch each other's matches too.
So ripping the Band-Aid off. So my games with him, I had a very good lead where I would cause a switching, and then it would just fall apart after that. And something that both games,
reach 5 first, yeah.
He dialed in something to where it's just came back. A lot was I think a lot was my errors and stuff like that. It's just, so I think with me with singles, I felt I feel like I'm more comfortable with doubles tournaments, but for singles, that's my first one. Everything that I had playing at rec with you or Pickle or Gage or whoever was Orion that I play with too, rec singles, everything that I had in mind went out the window for some reason. But men's doubles, I felt like I was a lot more dialed in, and I felt like this men's K2 that we did together, I felt like I was more on than the last one. I can't explain why. I don't know what and stuff like that, but I personally felt better in my men's doubles this one than the last one.
Yeah, and then just to caveat on that, I think the first K2 we did, the both losses we had went to deuce also, right?
Yeah.
So we took every team to at least 10 points.
Yeah.
Even in both losses and whatnot, and that's why we would have outright won silver, but granted we entered at the 4 or 5 level, which is just the way the dice rolled. But I started telling Zach, I was like, hey, we entered 4 or 5. We pushed our 2 losses to the brink. We scored 10 points in every single game. That's awesome. We just didn't close it out. So, and even if we did win, we wouldn't have had the medal anyway.
Yeah.
So
But
still, yeah, it's good to see new swings. Yeah. So that was that was just a singles experience, right? So you ended up winning the silver outright. And then it came down to the last game.
If you were brought into that, I would have took bronze. You would have took gold.
But that last game
was rough for me. I was down 9-1 or something very drastic. Oh no, not 9-1 because we played till 9. But it was it's almost game point for him, and then I was down I was at 1 or 2. It's I totally written off everything already. It's I don't think because I thought I thought they were gonna put you in the pool. Mm-hmm. So I'm I'm definitely not getting anything. So why even bother? I got in that mindset and stuff like that, and then when we made the switch, I started coming back. I was oh geez, and then kind of changed my gameplay to where I wasn't being too aggressive. Maybe throwing a drop here and there because they're expecting me to hit hard. It's throwing a drop, do a dig here and there, crash a little bit more than I would usually do, and then I think that's what brought me back.
And then did that game go to deuce or was it just first?
No,
to
I
nine?
just came.
It was just first to 9 too, right?
Yeah, and
Because
I
of
just
time
went.
restriction.
Yeah, I don't know. There was no. Yeah, so he was probably like at 7 or 8,
Right.
and I was at 1 at the switch or something like that. Yeah, and then it's like I was at that point that I didn't care, but I was still playing. And then I was like, oh, yeah, maybe I can figure this out. And then, like, back against the wall, just like, oh, do this, do that. It's like, oh, it's working. Point, chisel stuff away. And I was like, oh, here we are. Game point. And then did like a very good drop from the baseline, and then it caused an error. And then that was it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So overall, Zach took the silver for that one.
Yeah.
The guy Armin got the gold and Spencer got the bronze, but great experience for us, at least first tournament singles we did.
If it didn't rain, I think I would have took a personal experience a lot more better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna do the next one. I want to do the next one and stuff like that.
So playing the first game against you, I was very intimidated because when we did our
I did play shirtless, by the way.
No, it's when we I don't know, we practiced, right? Where was it at? Capilino we did, and I think you beat me like the last 3 games.
Can you say that again?
At Capilino, no rain, no wind, yes.
Yeah. When there's no tournament on the line, Zach is on.
Limited visibility. This guy, the last 3 games.
Tournament when I'm ass.
I just told him that let's just get in, singles condition, and but like his conditioning was good, his shots were good, it was tight, and for the most part, I don't know how much singles total we played, but it's always been close. Like you're always there, good games with everything. But yeah, I just remember I remember telling Jazz, I was like, I lost like the last 3 games against this guy. So the first game when I drew you, I was like, oh my god, here we go. But yeah, the rain kind of threw a little wrench in everything. And
I don't think it's that. I don't think that hindered me at all, especially like with your game. Maybe with you, but I still take that loss genuinely. Like it's like because I expected you to play as hard as you could. I was playing as hard as I could, with the exception of like not getting hurt while slipping and stuff like that. It's like more dramatic, right? With the wind, with the rain and the wind and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, so I think against you took me to at least 7 or 8 points both, and then everybody else I kind of won at least maybe 9, and they stayed below 5. So you took me to the brink. Both games I was like, oh my god, this nerves. Maybe because it's just you, right? And then, you kind of know my game, maybe, but I just think your shots were very on.
Sometimes,
even when we were drilling that night, was it the night before?
The night before, I think it was the night. Yeah, we went Thursday. No, Friday. Yeah, we went Thursday, right? Yeah,
I think so,
or something like that.
Yeah, but what are we doing playing singles?
What are we doing
playing singles?
No, I mean, with with K2, when you register for a thing, you're eligible for free. Eligible for 2 tournaments. So okay, we're spending this money. What are we gonna do? We don't have a mixed doubles partner, so we have singles. And singles is great because it's played on a Friday night, a lot more cooler, right? But of course, the day we do it, it storms. So yeah, but I mean, if weather was perfect, yeah. I think it's a success all around, but.
Because even when we do play rec play, we hardly play singles, right? Because we have enough to play,
Yeah.
We always play doubles and everything. We never do mess with the singles game and whatever, but I don't know why. Yeah, so maybe because it was free, so we're like, let's just try the singles.
Yeah.
You didn't enter until the night before, too, right?
Yeah.
Because I told you,
hey,
could you
registered?
Yeah.
You registered?
Because you beat me 3 times too that night. I was like, you might have registered.
Yeah, it's like register so I can beat you and and not let it count. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
But
that was such a grind, and then so that happened. So kudos to you. You got the silver. Armin got his gold. Again, Sheldon got his bronze. And then the next day, Saturday, we were okay. you know, a bit older guys. Like my body was okay. I was fine because we played a total of 6 games, right, for the singles.
Yes. Yeah.
Total of 6 games, and then Saturday we were up and at it again at 9 o'clock. A lot of our guys in our group, in our Natch group, was there. We had two teams in the 4-0. It was Gage and Pickle and Jeremy and Sean, right?
Yes.
And then we had 3 teams in the 4-5, which is all in our group, which is okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We all were there. We were ambitious. We didn't play against other people, but still, it's just tournament vibes. Josh and Neil, a new partnership. I don't think they played with each other too much.
Or just at all, even.
Yeah, or at all, or even Mike and Ryan. They were kind of
rec play. They did, but yeah.
No, they said that they hardly played together rec play, and that's why it was weird. They were up 10-7 the first game against us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so there were 3 teams in 4-5. So we had to play each other twice, so a total of 6 games. The first game we were down 10-7. It was just a weird matchup. I don't know. It was just Mike and Ryan took us to the brink of, you know, I don't know how much match points they had, but they were up 10-7.
The first game that I didn't record. I didn't even think about that either. That's freaking crazy.
But I didn't know what to think, because even going against them the second game, right? We were thinking like, what are we gonna do? What
can we change? And so or just play straight up and just see first game nerves and stuff like that.
Because every type of attack I think I tried to do, it was countered or at least handled, resetted, and we just couldn't get a point.
We had a lot of errors that first game.
What kind of errors?
First game errors. Like I had a bunch of missed dinks. I had nets from my side, and then and I think that's what cost us the time length of that game. But after that, after the switch, I think we're okay from that point to the end of the day on. But then again, I don't know what it is. Like, is it first game nerves, or we gotta warm up? Like,
I don't know. Just being down 10-7-2 was kind of rough. I was like, wow, like,
yeah,
like we have some work.
Yeah.
I think they were up 10-7-2 at one time, and then
they were for the first match point, and then it was like, okay,
maybe we got up to like 10-9. Yeah, we got 2 points when it sided out.
Yeah.
So they had 2 more chances.
Yeah. And did they call a timeout that game, or was it the next game?
I think it was. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember them calling.
I think it was maybe the second game.
Second, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely is because it's on video, because I didn't record the first game. However, we're gonna play a commercial from On Point Sports, the best pickleball supplier on this side of the island, and we'll get back to you at this point.
On Point Sports Hawaii, voted best place to buy pickleball equipment.
So we're talking about K2 pickleball tournaments. We're on our men's doubles day. Coming into our first game, we all of our tournament games go, like, we're always down by a lot, and we figure out a way to come back from a huge deficit. Do we know what that is? No. But me personally, do I feel like we're out? No. I feel like we're always down but not out. But I still really don't know, like, how we figure that out. Do you even know?
So historically, is it every first game we're always kind of down?
Well, I mean, with K2 tournament, we only play 1 game, so.
I'm just trying to think of all the tournaments, because even the first one we did at Mexico, right? Bubba and Pat.
Oh yeah.
We were down big.
Yeah. Yeah.
The second one, which we got the bronze, but that first game, because of the timing, we lost against Mikey and Keone.
Keone, yeah.
But we called the score wrong too at the end, right?
No, I reported the score wrong.
And that's fine. But that was the first game too.
Yeah. By 1 point, silver, bronze.
I don't know how we did in the second Mexico tournament we won. the first.
We
game.
didn't. We didn't lose.
I know, but we probably weren't down too, right?
We weren't down. Like we were just.
So that hurt. That whole
tournament. I think that tournament, like everything was so far behind, we didn't even care what the hell we were gonna do.
Yeah.
Kind of annoyed and all that stuff, but we just play as like, oh, okay, yeah, on to the next match and kind of stuff like that.
So that's probably the only tournament that we weren't like trying to play from behind, because I feel like the first K2 we did also, I guess we were kind of playing from behind because we lost, right? We lost like our second or third match, remember?
Yeah, no, yeah.
And then we were kind of like, oh, let's just win each game from here.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Going back to like what I was saying is like I didn't feel like I was on anything that first tournament. With this one, like I felt like my personal stuff was on, and I don't know what it is. Like I'm not doing anything different. Like wind and temperature was, I don't know. Like I guess like when you play more tournaments, you feel more comfortable. I think I was just more comfortable right there early, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic, but I feel like, at least for our partnership, every time we're down, I don't ever feel like we're out. It's just next shot. It's just don't make the mistake. Outlast them or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
grind it out and stuff like that.
And for the most part, we kind of do come out at the end too. So and that's good. That's good. And it's good for us. We kind of came up from the 3-5 level to now the 4-0, 4-5, whatever. So now. Even down to like the rec play where when we're playing other people, different swings, we're kind of on the right path. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. Even though we're down, we don't even talk to each other. Also, like kind of.
I wanted to touch up on that. So I want to say that we're on both different sides of the spectrum on this. So like when you bring up the point of like us being behind on a huge deficit, so like me personally, like on someone outside looking in, it'll seem like I shut down socially, competitive and stuff, but like I am not as like I even unintentionally shut you off, it seems like externally, but like I'm just trying to figure out like my shit. I was like, okay, how can I do something totally different, not necessarily aggressive, but like, okay, how can I change my shit up right now to where it'll benefit us? But I'm so hyper focused on that, I keep forgetting to like paddle tap you on like a side out, because I'm like, I'll get my shot in that I wanted to do, and I'll just like turn around and it looks like I'm cold shoulders, like, but I'm thinking like that Zach Galifianakis hangover meme where like all the so like I'll get like that. Do you think of anything, deal with anything personal on that, or are you just same thing all the way through?
But I think like even for like a few of my points, I kind of do that too. Like I don't give you my back or anything, but I'm just focused. So, but like for you, if I know you're in the zone and we're kind of down and we're not getting winners, and when you do give me your back, and I'm there right there trying to give it to you, but like I know you're in the zone. So I think even in between the games, you told me like, hey, like I think I told you, hey, I'm messing up. I'm not doing so much, and you like you what did you say? Like you said like I got you. Don't worry. Let me get a few. I'll get aggressive. I think that was against a game with what's her name? Branson and Kai.
Branson and Kai,
Yeah. Because we were down 8-1, and then I think we were down 8-1. I got us in that hole. And I was hey, I know it's tough, but let's just get 1 point at a time. And I think you kind of said something along those lines where every time you hit a winner, you wouldn't like acknowledge, but that's fine. It's like just stay in the zone, right?
It's like
just stay in the zone. I'm more of a you kind of know how I am. I like every single shot I'm like, hey, let's just go next one. Paddle tap here and there, but if I see you getting in that zone, I let you get in there.
I think like that's the thing with like this whole pickleball environment community thing. Like I think you're the only person that will like even know like that's that. If I was playing with some random ass person at rec, it's like, oh, this guy's a freaking dickhead. But like, it's like, oh no, we're down. He's trying to figure his own shit out. Let him cook. and stuff like that. So yeah, like I don't know, like maybe if I played with like other people like at rec that will get like that, like if I do seem like kind of cold shoulder and ice out, like I'm just trying to figure out like what am I doing wrong, what I can do different, and then stuff like that, and then just kind of just zone in, stuff like that.
And I don't think it's necessarily like you doing something wrong too. It's just if you got a point and you're cooking, you're there. We still need a few more points. You're just staying in the zone. So you kind of just you get the point. You walk back, whether you got to return or you have to serve.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, we're good. For most other people, yes, they look to me or they want to paddle tap. But like, I understand it about you. Like if you're gonna zone in. I just let you do your thing. I know you're there. I know you're concentrating. So it doesn't bother me. I'm just like, stay right there.
Yeah.
You're good. Because even like if we're struggling in a point, whatever, and then I kind of finally get that shot in or whatever, and then we get the side out or the point, you give me a hard one. Like I don't have to look at you, but you give me like a hard tap. I'm like, oh. A hard tap.
At least taking the dinner first, right? Folks?
Wow.
Jeez.
You give me a hard tap, and I'm like, okay. He acknowledged it.
Elbow.
Like you're still invested. You're there. Like you're thankful for the point. Thankful for the side out, whatever it is. So I know you're there. So, but yeah.
Yeah, that's my personality, folks. I'm sorry. I'm weird like that. Jeez.
Everybody has their own, man.
I don't know. Yeah.
Everybody has their own. As long as you understand, as a partner in the partnership, like what's gonna let that guy focus in.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Totally. And we played enough to where it gets that way.
Yeah.
I mean, frick, we came back from behind how many times?
Yeah.
So many times.
Yeah.
Tournament.
And like I felt really bad for like not recording that first game, like us playing against Mikey and Ryan. Everyone was like on their A game, like deuce maybe at least twice.
Yeah, at least twice.
We were down from behind, but like whether we won together or lost, like that game was like probably like the best tournament game that could have and should have been on film. And I didn't record it because my dumbass didn't bring down my stand from the thing, because I'm all like mind bent on this tournament and stuff like that. I don't know.
And yeah, those two guys, they caught our attention because going into the second game, we're like, what do we do? Like, do we have to do something different?
Yeah.
Should we like stack if we get stuck in a rut or like, but it was just a weird. I just think we haven't seen that matchup, Mike and Ryan. It was just they always played soft. They never did really speed up. So it's like, who's gonna make the move, right?
Yeah.
It kind of comes down that way to our group, where it's like whoever speeds it up, the counter is kind of hard to get that next shot and then keep it going, and then you reset and now we're back at it again.
Yeah.
So, but even Ryan, he got in my head because Ryan's like, oh, they go, we had you guys, like, oh, you guys ready for the second year? Like, I don't know, Ryan, like, and Ryan's like, oh no, we're sticking around, we're right there. Like,
making plenty of mistakes.
yeah,
I was like, what?
Like, I got you. You guys are right there.
Yeah.
I get it. And then so for you to approach me and be like, hey, what should we do differently? I don't know. I was just like, I seriously don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just play them the same way again. I'm not sure how the second game went. How close it was and whatnot, but
they initiated the switch again. The second game, we initiated the last game because we played them 3 times, right? Triple around.
Yeah, we had to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We initiated the switch on the third one, but like even like the second game, I think we're like down from behind too. Which I'll post those 2 matches together this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot how the second game went, but yeah, I think. Yeah.
No, I mean, like those last 2 out of the 3 games are good,
yeah.
but like that first game.
And Mike, shout out to Mike. He's very competitive. I think after that second game, he took that one pretty tough too. I don't know if it was like on a close call that we won or something, but
I hit a shot that
was questionable.
I wasn't sure. It's like, is that in? And then Mike looked at it and he looked back. It's like, what? Freaking call it. It was like, I don't know, but then again, like him being a gentleman of the games, like if he can't determine the call, then it is what it is, right? It's like, I don't know.
Which kind of tripped me out because after that game, I was like, "Hey, we beat them twice. We beat my brother and Neo twice." I was like,
Yeah.
I think we have the gold, right? We just, you know what I mean? I think we have it because we beat.
The only reason why I wasn't confident of that is because of the whole point differential thing.
So
I don't know where we were at the point stuff.
True,
yeah,
true.
so only because of the singles night too. That's why. So I'm like, okay, yeah, our record is this, but in terms of points, because they're recording that too, and then yeah. So I didn't even bother thinking about it after that.
And we didn't keep track of their record against each other too.
I
right?
did. I honestly didn't. I was like,
we was too busy recovering with
Yeah.
Gatorade,
yeah.
liquid IV.
Yeah. I was drinking pickle juice too, by the way.
Yeah, so but I remember that third game against Mike and Ryan too. I was just very pressured. I think even that second game, Josh and Neil, they switched on us also, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we're like, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on? It's like,
And then that particular game, like, I was very hesitant because it got windy at that game. Because remember, we're in the back corner.
yeah.
It got
the
super
far,
windy,
yeah.
so like all my shots were just like half-ass, like very like not confident at all.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shots going this way. Returning is like way out. I was like, okay, what am I adjusting to? And then it's like, okay, I don't know. And so they had like a sizable lead too.
Yeah.
But
Like
I don't know.
Like every time we just, I don't know. If we're
I
down,
don't know. I never feel like
if we're down, we're not out.
yeah,
I'm just like,
I do feel that like we're down but not out. I don't feel the white flag coming out. It's like 9 times out of 10 we'll figure this out and crawl our way back from it. Until like how we were talking about before, it was like we can just not even like communicate with each other. I could just be looking at that airplane. Remember that airplane moment that
yeah.
happened during the middle of the game?
No.
Yeah. So
my
apparently
game.
there was like an airplane going in the path in front of the sun during a dink that you had. Big ass shadow just came on the court and just like hindered you. It's like, oh, what?
And then Neo caught it. Neo was like, you seen that, right?
You seen it, right? I seen it.
I don't know what to do.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it until I edited. I'm editing the game, and it's like, oh wow, that thing was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, so overall for that 4-5 tournament, yes, Zach and I, we took it. Went undefeated. Both teams took us to the brink. Most of the games. So yeah, Zach and I, we got the gold. Mike and Ryan got the silver. Josh and Neil got the bronze. All games, good fun. These are guys we battled with, how many times.
Yeah.
We know the tendencies. We know what they want to do. We kind of have counters for everything. Same thing for them. They have counters for us. But
I don't know. You never the tournament environment kind of just will mess with you.
Just overall,
it did with me a couple of times and stuff like that.
It does. Overall, great tournament.
What is your tournament preparations? Do you have anything Are you listening to like something specific?
Kendrick Lamar? No.
Oh.
I don't know. I really don't. I just I played many tournaments with you, Zach. I'm very comfortable. I only played one other tournament, right, with somebody else.
No, but you don't have like a personal ritual as an
we
athlete?
used to have a ritual, and then that ends. How did that end?
That happened once.
Was it only once?
Yes, a bad one. But we did carb up a few nights, but like we only had one bad show up late event. So like a thing like we had for like the first 2 cover tournaments, we're gonna carb up. I'm very decent at making a pasta, so like we'll do like a carb up,
chefing it up over here.
the night before the thing. But however, like we'll have like too many drinks with the pasta, and it's like, oh,
a cousin
maybe
will come over.
A cousin will come over. Oh, there's an acoustic guitar. I was like, oh, this is gonna end great. Yeah. It's like, oh, we're bringing out sake. I was like, and stuff like that. Yeah. So I mean, other than that. Yeah, that was our ritual, and then we never did that again out of fear, I guess. Like, yeah, maybe we should not hang out like the night before.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, like tournament prep.
Oh, this K2 you just show up.
No, just not so much because like I'm playing with you, I'm comfortable. Like we have enough chemistry. We can read each other. we always make you serve first. There's always like a, you know what I mean? Like there's a consistent thing that we do.
Yeah.
There's a consistent thing, game plan where when we're down, we still somehow at least get it back close to where the next game we might win or whatever, or we just pull it off. So as far as tournament prep, no, I mean just mentally, just for me personally, I just think, I just remember all the work I put in, which is only rec play, I guess, not so much drills and whatnot, but just the experience that I have with you, and but I look forward to seeing different swings with tournaments. So that as far as preparation, I'm pretty comfortable when it comes to playing with you. Yes, pretty comfortable. Not much. I just try to take advantage of the rec play and try to just minimize all the mistakes for those prior nights until the tournament, if anything. But
okay, so we got K2 tourney recap. What do we got? So the next thing coming up, we have the Oh no, let's go back. So we got let's go back to the K2. So with your work schedule being more freed up on that particular weekend, we had a whole bunch of National Guard guys in the tournament. You want to give a shout out to those guys because apparently like a couple of them medaled, right?
Yeah. So my boss Dane, he medaled with a first-time tournament goer, Nick. They got the bronze medal. They played against two guys that used to be under me, Mark and James. Or James is still under me, but still, just for their tournament play. And it's just good to see. Like it started off with just you getting me into the game, you and my brother, and then like I was like, hey Dane, I got Sean G into the game, Pickle, Mark, James, Nick, everybody, and then now they're starting to play tournaments. So Mark and James, this is their second tournament together. They almost had the bronze, but they lost to my boss Dane. Shout out to Dane, right? And Nick, two older guys. Every day in the hallway, we still hear all the trash talk. Like, oh, you won one game, I won one game, but still, the older guys got more points in the loss. So in round robin, that's how it goes. That's why round robin just score as much points as you guys can.
Point differential makes.
And then, but yeah, so Dane and Nick, shout out to them. They got the bronze for the National Guard, right? It was good fun to see. These guys, they've been putting in the work when we can, right before work. In lieu of our physical training that we usually do, so they love the sport, they have fun, they're competitive, and they keep going at it. And just to see all of them wearing the brand too, so the Nat shirts, so
that's kind of trippy.
Yeah, so it's good fun, but for Nick, that's the one thing we keep telling him in the hallway, like your first time go at this station, first tournament, bronze medalist, won against guys that been playing, so bragging rights. So they still have bragging
Chest
rights.
out on that one then.
So they still have bragging rights. But I know James and Mark, they're kind of on the up and coming. So don't get too comfortable because these guys are getting good.
They'll figure it out. So in terms of those people, of your guys playing those tournaments, is there other people that's been playing rec play wise in your Guard? That is interested in or they're just not, or just like only rec play.
There's a lot, but like everything, right? Schedules come down to kind of limiting factor and everything, and just finding the right partnership, I guess, for the amount of time that we can play and everything. But as far as for me, like it was just nice to get all these guys into the sport, and now they're entering tournaments, back-to-back tournaments. They want to do future tournaments.
So let's just say schedule and military wasn't a factor. How much people do you think would jump on the next tournament?
Oh, so much.
More than 10?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So much. I think the Guard in general, at least the Hawaii Army National Guard, we could run our own tournaments, if anything. We could. And then, we could even play with it where we let an outside guy come in as a partner or whatever. But for the Guard in general, yes.
That much people, there's that much interest? Yes, damn.
There's a lot. So even in that Mahiko tournament, Mark and James, they played against two other Guard members from another unit. And, it's just, a little inside fire.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's our shot versus your shot.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like who's gonna win? And then Dixon DeChoso, that was his two proteges. So it's like so that was his two proteges, and then
like battle from that's cool though.
So and then these are like mine and Dane's two proteges.
Yeah.
But like our guys gonna beat your guys, but yeah. But even that Mexico tournament was so good fun. Dixon and Hana, I think they won for their age group. Me and Pickle. So Pickle was the first time I played without you. He wanted to play a little bit higher level. We played against two guys, Jordan and Dylan, two young guys from Mexico.
Yeah.
They're coming up quick because before they would only just bang and everything, but now they can dink. They can reset. They can.
Do they have a volleyball background?
I don't
because
know.
their digging was very volleyball-esque and stuff like that.
Know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
one
Dylan.
of them.
Yeah, maybe
one of them was like, oh,
maybe the kid Dylan, but just seeing them, you can always see the potential, right? Like and it's crazy because I think they're only in like their first year of playing. And
are you serious?
Yes, and they've grown so quick in the game, and
wow.
And now they're dinking with us, and like so I told people like, hey, just don't rush it, just dink with them, just outlast
it out. Outlast somebody.
So that was so even that was a good tournament, just from a standpoint of with all the national guard.
It was too. Yeah. Right,
and then even Hana and Dixon were using your shirts too, right?
Yeah, with the one that sort of what you're wearing. They had that gray
002, yeah.
I don't know. I it's really hard. Like like personally speaking, like I can't really grasp the fact of like people wearing like the designs I wear yet. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Well, why not? Like, is it because?
Like, I'm not saying like
I think there's enough.
It's not a confidence thing. It's just like more of a like a. Like it's am I dreaming type of thing. Like it's just really weird to see. So like we have friends that just play in the PPA Vegas tournament, and then I have other friends that playing in this previous tournament that I wasn't really a part of, but like just outside looking in, seeing the t-shirt designs that I do that I don't know, like maybe I refuse to accept it. I don't know what it is. And stuff like that. So like I look at it, I was like, this is it's weird. It's just weird to me, and I don't want to. It's not like I don't want to. So I can't accept it. And it's just weird to see in a cool way though.
Well, you should because Hawaii's a small place, right?
It is.
You even have our two pros, like Jamie and Tyson.
So like
they're PPA legit MOP players also. And they're using your product.
So I don't know. It's just like a thing that I refuse to accept for some. I don't know. It's cool to see, but like I'm at like I think I told you this before. Like someone randomly came up to me like at Walmart or Target or something. I was like wearing like one of my shirts, like playing. I was like, oh yeah, like a whole bunch of people. But, like I not that person to say. I was like. Yeah, like that's mine. Guy. Yeah, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, like my dumb ass thing is like, oh yeah, my friend makes it.
That's awkward.
I don't know. Yeah, so I'm like, and then lucky enough, they never says like, oh, what's your friend's name? It just stopped from there. I was like, if they did, like I'm screwed. Like, what's your friend's name? Me. I don't know.
You have to embrace it because
I agree with you. I feel like I should like change my verbal engagement somehow.
It's a culture, and that's just like Hawaii culture too, right? We always try to help out, like the small businesses that's going around and everything. And like I said, you have buy-in from a lot of people. I mean, so
I think it's just scary. I think. In a good way. In a good way. I don't know. It's like
you're just trying to be humble, or like once they say you gotta say it's you.
I don't think I will.
I've seen this firsthand. People come out there. Oh, who makes those shirts? Those are nice shirts.
And they just turn around.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that airplane! Is that a Hawaiian Airlines coming in from Japan?
And these are like at random places, like at Diamond Head or Mexico, wherever this guy decides to play. And we're using the shirts, and it's just like. It's just to help the movement, help the culture. Like you have to. Do you have anything to give them though? Besides, I'm the guy, or like, do you have like a card?
I know.
Like
I don't have cards.
A QR code? Or like,
I don't. I definitely
like,
should have cards, which I keep forgetting. Yeah. I have stickers. Yeah. I have stickers.
Because other than that, I don't know how your stuff is going around. Is it just word of mouth?
Or this is that?
Just everybody else using it, or is it just the appeal of the shirt? Like, oh, this is a nice shirt. Like, where'd you get that
both.
from?
Oh, both. Like, I have like you. I have like our rec play friends that just wanted to wear it. I was like, oh, okay, and then it just spread from there. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys, man. Jeez. Yeah. Just started from me, just wanting to make my own shirts, just for me. And it was like someone else, like, you sell that? Say, I can figure it out.
And you partner with On Point, right?
Yeah.
When's that next one gonna come up?
I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. It's like they're actually kind of expanding the inventory. So yeah, they've been killing it too. Like they're just getting busy too. So yeah.
Are you thinking of anything else besides just t-shirts, or what else kind of?
I do have other stuff on the cork board tacked, but I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on it just yet. Only reason being because we have an segue from here. So like the thing coming up in November is the convention center tournament, and then I think that's gonna be. Don't you think that's gonna be like the next biggest thing and stuff like that? Like if for the pickleball sport / community to take its next step in our state, this event would be it. And I think it is gonna go in that direction. We had like almost 400 people registered already. If people watching this don't know of this tournament, so the convention center has invested a lot of money into this sport and into an upcoming tournament that's happening in November. The convention center bought and now owns 45 at least pickleball portable courts, which I think is crazy in a good way, because it gives them so much upper hand in like dictating like what tournaments can come in their facilities and stuff like that. And it's gonna be big. Like if they can figure out a way to do this monthly or just a year round, like this is like the next big thing for mainland companies to invest into the state, into the sport, and into our community. So I don't know what it is. I don't see anything being bad about this. Like as long as people enter, as long as vendors are like put into place in this is gonna be crazy. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of pros like to visit Hawaii also.
Yeah.
Too, but, do you have any play in this, as far as playing or as a vendor?
As I'm actually just on the fence. Like I want to be a vendor, but that'll just like cut me off from like playing or being involved in that. I could involve a team on doing like a vendor thing, but like I can't really justify the means on like paying for the vendor booth. But if I don't do a vendor thing this year, I definitely am wanting to do one next year, because like I said, this thing is gonna be huge. We're gonna build a wall. We're gonna yeah, no, it's gonna be crazy.
So like from our standpoint, because we have our drill and everything, but that's a small piece of the pie of the players. Do we have players that's going to be joining this, that's going to be drawing at least the attention of
I don't know if there's any
PPA,
I don't know if there's any pro things yet, but
like a pro bracket or anything.
I don't think so, but if not, I think this will be the catalyst to do something like that.
Because what tournaments has had pros?
Nothing on the PPA scale. So like they had the
like Holu or something, right? Big Island ones.
No, they had the Pacific Rim one at Corp before. They said they brought in pros, but it wasn't like a Ben Johns
that
pro.
Was a long time ago.
Yeah,
too.
It wasn't like a MacGuffin pro. But like I think this would be the catalyst to bring the other big, at least like a few of them next year. I don't think this one is going to be on yet, because like they're still figuring out the numbers. I mean, like this is why they limited the registration to this amount, and then a lot of people are waitlisted now because they want to figure out like how much people are actually interested in this thing.
How many courts can they hold on this one?
Well, they bought 45, but I think 75% of that is going to be held for the tournament, and the rest is going to be for like, you know, like clinics, like open free play and stuff like that, just to keep the movement going. It's going to be a free event to the public, which I think isn't going to be free next year. They just want to bring people in for the public. So I mean, take advantage of this free event, because I don't think it's going to be free next time around. Because like personally, going to like a PPA event, like this stuff ain't free. Like,
oh, you've been to one?
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, I went to Minnesota. It was a smaller event, but not compared to like Vegas or anything. It was like it's a trip. Yeah, it's nice. It's crazy to see like the pros that you see on TV, like just walking around, like trying not to be creepy.
That's the one you kind of met up with Jamie has, right? And everything, and actually recorded one of her games.
Her game.
Trying to swindle your way in with all the like the legal rights or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I got in trouble because I had my actual Canon camera just taking photos, and it's like, and then I got in trouble by one of their lead media guys. Like, you're not allowed to take pictures. Like, he pulled me like in behind the pillars. Like, you're not allowed. Like he like this. Like, you're not allowed to take pictures. Okay, I'm from Hawaii. Can you give me a cat? Yeah, I got in trouble.
And now we just had a couple of our friends, right, go up there.
Yeah.
To this most recent one. You know, using the Natch apparel and everything. You know, just it's a great experience for them. I mean, like Neil and Ryan
played.
Was kind of warming up next to the Johns brothers and all that.
Sending us pictures, like, wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy how they can get that close, you know, to the real deal and everything. So, and
So in terms of that, are we gonna do a one in the mainland?
We have to
in the future.
We have to.
PPA, APP,
budget.
Just anything of them.
Budget.
Just sell feet pics. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I mean, I got some work to do.
We gotta get there. We gotta get there.
Yeah. I think that'll be like the next step. I think for me personally. Unless
we can get feedback too, right, from them, because like they're not playing the same people, so it's like
I just assume like it's top notch already, to be honest. Yeah, because like everything's like I speak from visiting my sister has been moving from state, like inside of the mainland, like there's a freaking pickleball court within 5 minutes of any place. There's an indoor facility from 5 minutes to any place. There's everybody's involved with it in the place that she's been in, so it's like freaking crazy.
But you talking as in terms of how the tournament is ran or the players? You know what I mean?
Both. I think they're both. Yeah, they know what to do already. It's nothing short of being an amateur at all. Like they know what to do already. They're so networked with each other already and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
One more.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a freaking year. Yeah. Cheers. We'll be right back after these messages.
Orders. You pull them, you pack them, you get them into customers' hands. That's why you need Square Online. It's made to order.
So at our age, you know, I don't want to spoil this for you folks, but we ain't no spring chickens. We are in our double digits. I'm not going to say what it is. Feel free to comment below of what you think, how old he is.
Round up.
Not me.
Round up.
Round up, yeah. I already round up. I already conceded to it. But yeah, you know, like we ain't in high school anymore. We are not in our 20s.
Okay.
At our age, like, what is your schedule? Like, how do you maintain your youthfulness, your physical activity? I feel like, I mean, you have a professional one up because you're in the military. You have some upkeep.
Correct. Yes.
Per week, you have to do PT twice a week. Yeah.
Twice a week, yes, and it's kind of there's still some like individual responsibility as far as how far we take our fitness as a full timer.
Okay,
yes.
so what is that? What does that consist of for
So
you?
just
Take pickleball out of the equation.
No. So out of the equation. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, we do at least combat related type of fitness training for only an hour, twice out of the week, and this usually happens maybe about a month or two before we actually take our combat fitness test.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
And like after we take that combat fitness test, whoever, depending on the boss, they leave it up to you because we're all adults. We need to maintain our job as soldiers and whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, PT on your own. maintain your own fitness, your own diet, and everything.
In between and outside of that window.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
In between that window where we have to take that test.
Right.
So, so as far as for me to, I don't know. Like I feel like I've been in the best shape of my life, even in the military career, after playing pickleball. For some reason,
really?
Yes, just for some
Wow.
reason, my cardio is. The only time I ever aced out my 2-mile run was when I was young, because I barely weighed 140 and I could just run for days, and I was fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
But just my last test, I just scored 100 at my age. Right, we don't want to say it right. At my age, I scored 100. And I was like, wow, like I'm looking at all the young guys behind me and everything. I'm like, wow. I just think, I don't have a plan for like staying in pickleball shape, because that's not really a aim or anything, but just
It's just a natural
playing
cycle of what you do.
or
and
just
stuff
playing
like
the sport in general. Maybe at least 3 times out of the week, religious for us, right? Thursday,
that. Yeah.
Saturday, Sundays.
Yeah.
But for those sessions that we do play, just maintaining our own rectangle, our own box where we're playing the game. There's a lot of movement in there. Sometimes the games can be long, can be quick. Hardly play singles, so it's only been doubles that's been keeping me in shape. And I don't know, it's just a great sport to play, laterally, and I still don't have a game plan on how I keep in shape, but I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life.
I've always known you as having a hardcore athletic background. Like you had a intensive basketball run.
Correct.
Like how long was that? Again, you got injured, and how long was that injury last until you picked up?
In 2019, right? So my ACL went in January.
Okay.
That took about 6 months. 6 months rehab. I was good to go around October time frame, so that was 10 months, and I was cleared to play anything or do everything.
So you went back to
extent.
basketball.
I went back to basketball.
Lightly, or you just went hardcore?
Lightly at first, and then so that was in October, and then December I played in 35 and over league. Oh, age coming up, round up, yeah.
This is 4 years ago, so.
And then I think it was like playoff time in December, and then the non-ACL knee, my left Achilles went, and I was like, fuck. I went under the knife twice in 1 year. It's like, that's kind of too much already. I was like, yeah. So the sport that I've been playing my whole life, well, not my whole life, maybe from like 8th grade and beyond. Even in between my military career and everything, just playing rec center, open leagues, rec play. Yeah. So I went under the knife twice in 1 year.
Damn.
And then I rehabbed all of 2020 because it took about a year.
2020 was your rehab?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So 2020, the COVID year, right?
Yeah.
So 2020 I pretty much took that whole year, and then my good friend passed away, and that's how we reconnected.
I didn't know that your rehab year was that year. COVID year.
Yeah, it was that year, and then you guys introduced me to pickleball, and then my brother was like, because my brother was hardcore basketball too, and he's like, maybe it's time for you to try something else. Kind of less contact with this pickleball sport.
Oh, yeah.
Still high cardio here and there, and then it just took off from there. And I just feel like a lot of baseball, a lot of basketball has really contributed to lateral movements.
It helps if you had a
Sight of the
sport
ball.
past at all. Like if you didn't, it's a little bit harder to get into. But If you have a athletic background, it's definitely gonna help.
But as far as keeping in shape, if Laurie would have told me I wasn't gonna medal, I wouldn't have tried that hard in those singles. It was tough.
I don't know.
It was tough.
I don't know.
Every single game was tough.
I need a redemption. I do better the second time around. I think that's my thing. That's my next.
Every single game was tough. Singles
next
is a
two-
different sport.
my
At
next
this
t-shirt.
age, singles is. And we're playing against guys like Pickle too, right?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about pickleball. Like you'll get a. I mean, if they didn't have the age bracket thing, like we're all screwed.
Yeah, Pico's this young guy that can move well, hit well.
Yeah, he looks like a Greek statue. Anyway, yeah, chiseled. I think pico means chiseled in Filipino. I think that's.
Not much of us play singles too, right?
Not intentionally,
No.
but I mean, if
We know Jeremy won. He won one.
yeah. Well, he's a hardcore tennis guy, so
yeah,
like, he's gonna sweep the floor with anybody.
Too much power, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Too much power. Ryan mentioned he plays, right? Singles? Or did he ever enter a tournament?
Ryan played a couple, yeah.
Okay. And
He's
then-
the guy that just loves to work out. Too.
And Mike
Yeah.
Mike never did, right? But Mike does. I think Mike does well in singles too.
I think he does good.
Yeah.
I don't think
Right?
he entered.
No, he
Oh no,
never did.
because
But this
I don't think that. Well, the family schedule didn't match up with the
Correct.
K2. That's only the reason why. And then none of the other local tournaments did singles. So yeah.
But like when we don't have enough to play, as much as doubles that we'd want to, or if people want to rest. I think Mike,
Or if we have a second court, then
Yeah.
we'll do like a singles thing on the side.
but yeah, as far as staying in shape at this age, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
I don't really
a
thing too.
regular rec play, but I feel like I'm in the best shape.
Because I
of
feel
my
like we
life
don't
right
have
now.
very strict diets, right?
Not at all.
Yeah, because you had Chuck E. Cheese, I had ramen today.
Chuck E. Cheese was great, by the way.
I wasn't hating on
Happy
it.
birthday, Mom.
Yeah,
Hamburger
I don't have the greatest food pyramid. I go to 24, 2 to 3 times a week.
You go to the gym.
Yeah,
You work on your legs.
my legs.
That's why you have
Just
a lot of hernies.
for my launching.
Mm.
A very oblong shaped body.
Only Pico in the group has bigger legs than
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
He has bigger legs than everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
good luck, Pico, because we're still giving you the house.
He said it.
Come on, Pico. Let's go.
Oh man. I think we've been at this like almost an hour and a half already.
Been fun.
Almost,
Been a
yeah.
while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Let's not make this a year next one around, but I do want to bring our PPA friends coming in from Vegas next week to do a
Share that
podcast.
experience, yeah.
And then maybe we'll just have like a 4-person round table. I need a bigger table, that's for sure. But
You need more cameras.
I do have more iPhones.
Camera 1, camera
Camera
2.
2, camera 1, camera 2. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think we should touch up on everything else, or we're ending on a good note already?
Good.
We're good? We're satisfied?
Mhm.
Alright, people. Thank you for tuning in to this recent episode of the Pickle This podcast a year later with this guy. I don't know. It's too busy for me. But thank you for watching. I'll be posting more games from our recent tournament and other rec play events that we had this past few months. Like and subscribe. Look up at the links below for discount codes. With the code ZAC10, you'll get 10% off at least, if not more. But then again, check it out. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Let's go. All right, everybody. Thank you.